Dear students, I, Mr. Vishal Shah, Assistant Professor, Krishna Institute of Pharmacy, Karad, once again welcome you all to this yet another session of Pharmaceutical Organic Chemistry. In this video, we are going to start with a new chapter, that is the fats and oils. In this video, we are going to cover about the introduction and the classification part of the lipids portion. Fats and oils, they are nothing but the group of the lipids. Now, before starting with this session, if you are coming first time to this my YouTube channel, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can watch previous videos related to the pharmaceutical organic chemistry also. So let's begin with today's session, that is the fats and oils, introduction and classification. Now, before that, just we will see what are the learning outcomes of this session. After this session, students will be able to explain definition of the lipids, difference between the fats and oils, then classification of lipids. So let's begin with today's session. First, we will see what is the definition of the lipids. Lipids are broadly defined as fat soluble, that is the lipophilic, naturally occurring molecules such as fats, oils, waxes, cholesterol, steroids, fat soluble vitamins like A, D, E, K, then mono and diglyceride phospholipids. So these are the few examples of the lipids. Lipids are broadly defined as fat soluble, naturally occurring molecules which are insoluble into the water, but they are generally soluble into the non-polar solvent. They are oily to touch and together with carbohydrates and proteins constitute the principal structure material of the living cells. Generally, lipid includes oils which are liquids at 20 degrees Celsius, but fats which are solids at the 20 degrees Celsius. Later on, we will see also what is the difference between the fat and oil. The lipids that are occurring in the biological system are either hydrophobic, that is they contain non-polar groups, or amphipathic. Amphipathic means what? They contains both polar as well as the non-polar group. Now, before that, just I will explain what is the meaning of hydrophobic. This is nothing but the lipid loving. Hydrophobic is nothing but the lipid loving, means they are having affinity towards the lipid. Where amphipathic means what? They are having both nature, that is they are loving water as well as that is the polar solvent as well as the non-polar solvent, because they contains both polar as well as the non-polar groups. Due to this, the lipid molecules allow membranes to act as efficient barriers to more polar molecules and act as a differential permeable. What is the meaning of this? Because you know that in our body there are several lipid barriers are there. For example, gastrointestinal barrier, then blood-brain barriers there, then different cell membranes are there. All they are made up of the lipids. So these different barriers are not allowing members which are having more polar nature. They are not allowed to pass due to this amphipathic as well as the hydrophobic nature. And if the molecule is having sufficient polarity and non-polarity, then it will be easily crosses that particular barriers. So this is the important thing or important property of the lipids is there. So this is about the introduction about the lipids. After this, we will see what is the biological importance of lipids, means what is the function that is served by these lipid molecules. What is the importance of lipids? If they are not present in our body, what will happen? First and most prominent function that is played by lipids is their acts as a energy source. Now we know that the instant energy source is the carbohydrate. So generally in our day-to-day activity, we are gaining energy from the breakdown of the carbohydrates. But apart from carbohydrates, lipids are also considered as a source for the energy. In one thing, they are superior towards the carbohydrate as well as the protein, that they are superior to carbohydrates since they yield twice the energy that is produced by the same weight of the carbohydrate as well as the protein. Means if you take 1 gram of carbohydrate, 1 gram of protein and 1 gram of lipid, the amount of energy that is released after breakdown of lipids is 2 times as compared to the amount of carbohydrate and protein that is broken down. So that is the important thing about the energy that is obtained from the lipids. So this is the most important function. Means in absence of carbohydrates, the most amount of energy that is obtained from the lipids. This is the most important function that is served by the lipids. They are the natural solvents for fat soluble vitamins. Generally, lipid solvent is consisting of octanol and ethanol in the proportion of 2:1. So this is known as the lipid solvent. So all the lipid molecules are soluble into this solvent, and they are the natural solvents for fat soluble vitamins. There are several fat soluble vitamins are present in our body, like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. All these vitamins are soluble into these lipids. They contain the essential fatty acids. Our body also requires essential fatty acids for the synthesis of certain biological important macromolecules that are present in our body, and for that purpose they are present in the lipids. So lipids are indirectly involved in the synthesis of certain biological macromolecules like proteins. Lipids that are present in adipose tissue, they serve as an energy store. Means in our body, in adipose tissue, lipids are stored, and when there is absence of carbohydrates is there, in that case this adipose tissue, means lipids that is stored in this adipose tissue, energy is obtained by breakdown of these lipids that are stored in the adipose tissue. They also have a role in protection and fixation of internal organs such as kidneys. Means there is internal covering is present on the organs like kidneys, brain, and they are made up of the lipids, and due to the presence of such covering, they are acting as a padding material for the such organs, which are very delicate and very important organs that are present in our body. Lipids that are present in the myelin sheath of nerve fibers, they serve as electrical insulators. So that is, the signal is not lost from these nerve fibers, and the lipids that are present in the myelin sheath of these nerve fibers, they are acting as electrical insulators, because we know nerve fibers are having one of the important role, that is they are acting as a signal transducers. Means they will transmit the signal from various organs that are present in our body to the brain, or from brain to the various organs that are present in our body. So these lipid membranes are acting as electrical insulators that are present in the myelin sheath of nerve fibers. Lipid that is present under the skin, they serve as a thermal insulator. So in cold condition, the lipids that are present in the skin, they are act as a thermal insulator to the internal organs that are present in our body. That's why homeostasis of the body is maintained. That is, the temperature or our body temperature, we know that it is maintained around about 37 degrees Celsius. So due to the presence of these lipids that are present under the skin, our temperature of body is regulated to the normal. Lipoproteins are essential components in the structure of cell membranes as well as the mitochondria. So these lipoproteins that are present in the cell membrane, they are acting as a barrier or a protective material to the inside content, because we know if we consider or if we divide cell into two major portions, one is the cell membrane, that is the extracellular material, and intracellular material. So intracellular material mainly consisting of the water portions and or whatever the cell organelles are there. So this lipid membrane protect from extracellular material, that they are not coming inside this intracellular material. Also intracellular material is not able to go into extracellular material due to the presence of these lipids that are present in the cell membrane as well as the mitochondria. Also, lipids are important for lipid transport in the body. So, various lipids are involved in the transportation process also. They transport the lipids that are required, that are present in the blood. So, these are the various biological importance or different functions that are served by the different lipids. Also, acetyl coenzyme A, that is derived from the fatty acid oxidation, is used for the biosynthesis of important compounds like steroids. Means acetyl coenzyme A, which is derived from the oxidation of fatty acids. Remember, fatty acids are nothing but the lipids. So, this acetyl coenzyme A, that is required for the synthesis of steroids that are present in our body. So, these are the various functions that are served by the lipids. So, main function that is served by the lipids is they are acting as an energy source. In absence of proteins, carbohydrates, they are the main source of the energy, as twice amount of energy is released by burning of same amount of lipid as well as the carbohydrate or the protein. They are the natural solvents for the fat soluble vitamins. They contain essential fatty acids. Lipids in adipose tissue, they are serving as an energy store. Then lipids have a role in protection and fixation of internal organs. Then lipids that are present in the myelin sheath of nerve fibers serve as an electrical insulator. Then also lipoproteins that are essential component of the cell membrane, they are acting as a protecting material that is present inside our cell, and acetyl CoA enzyme that is derived from the lipids is used for the biosynthesis of important compounds such as steroids. After this, we will see what is the classification of the lipids. As I said, lipids are heterogeneous compounds related to the fatty acids which are insoluble in water but soluble in non-polar solvents such as ether, acetone and the chloroform. Now, broadly, lipids are classified into three different classes. One is the simple lipid, second one is the compound lipid, third one is the derived lipids. Now, what is the meaning of simple lipid? Simple lipids that are formed by the fatty acids and the alcohols. Means simple lipids are mainly consisting of two components, that is the fatty acid and the alcohol. So, when these lipids undergo hydrolysis, they yield one or more fatty acids along with the alcohol. Normally, in most of the cases, this alcohol is nothing but the that is the glycerol. So, due to the presence of the glycerol or glycerin as a alcohol, lipids, simple lipids are also known as the triglycerides. Few examples are fats and oils. Further, depending upon the nature of alcohol that is present in this, they are classified into fats, oils and waxes. Then second class of lipids is derived lipids. They are formed of simple lipids and other non-lipid portion. Means these are those lipids which upon hydrolysis yield, in addition to fatty acids and alcohol, compounds such as phosphoric acids, sugars, that is known as the non-lipid portion. Depending upon the lipid portion that is present, they are classified into phospholipids, glycolipids, sulfolipids and lipoproteins. In detail, what is the meaning of phospholipids, glycolipids, sulfolipids, lipoproteins, that we will see when we are going to see the detailed classification. Then last class of lipid is derived lipids. They are actually not the lipids, but these are the substances derived from the simple lipids and compound lipids by hydrolysis. They also contain substances related to the lipids. Derived lipids are consisting of fatty acids, then glycerol, steroids, isoprenoids and prostaglandins and leukotrienes that are derived from the arachidonic acid. So, this is about the classification of the lipids. So, here we have completed with the introduction and the classification of the lipids. Thank you.